years. And also it gets a lot of impact on Chinese market too. I can show you one example is I had a conversation with one of my candidates, and I talked about him, like what we are doing, and the brand we are doing is mining, and they are doing also doing the diamond stuffs. And the candidate asked me, I have read some news from the televisions and internet. It shows that like very few people are buying luxury stuffs and also for the diamond stuffs. So how can you make sure that this is the right position or this is the right role for me? Unfortunately, this guy didn't meet our requirement. But anyway, we closed the role. My point is that it's different compared with last year, because last year most of people will focus more on salary. They don't ask me about questions like this, like, oh, I found some news about this industries and it shows like it's not stable. But this year, most of the candidates are trying to know, like, is them choose the right industries. And also for the salary, I think they can, because of the coronavirus, a lot of factories or luxury stores already shut down. And also for some manufacturing company, they need to cut down some functions to reduce the cost. So for some candidates, they can accept down pay to a new role. And that is a new challenge for the talents too, because they need to gather more money to raise their lives. And for the other products like living products, they are the price are going up. So that's a tough year for the talents, I mean. And also apart from this, for the people, they also care about their salary and the work-life balance. Even though the chart didn't show like work-life balance rank highly as a motivators, but the talents are really eager to find a new working method, like a remote working, and also like flexible working hours because of the COVID-19. At the beginning of this year, China is the first country have those virus. I mean, we got to extend our vacations, and also we have to work at homes. For most of the companies, they don't have any equipment to support them to have those kind of change. So they need to move very slowly, and that really cost a lot of money and effort to do this. And also for the people, they think, oh, it's too crowded and I don't want to go to the work, especially in Shanghai or Beijing or Shenzhen or Guangzhou, because it's a crowded cities. Most of people, they think it's a risk to meet a lot of people in there. And also they think I can use my computer and it can increase my efficiency. So that's the reason they vote for the flexible working hours. And also a part of the base salary, they want to get more bonus and equity schemes. Because of, in China, it's, I don't know if you ever heard about 996. It's a common thing in China right now, because we have a lot of small companies and internet companies that makes ourselves to work very late. And also even you may need to work at Saturday or Sunday to push the whole progress of a project. That causes a lot of people want to get more, bonus based on their performance. But for the company side, most of the companies, they don't pay their employee very enough or fair bonus based on their performance. That causes a lot of talents want to change a new role, because in China, for most of the fresh graduates, they cannot get a very high base salary. I mean, for a full-time job, because we all start from junior roles, and they want to test you if you're suitable for this role, if you can do this role very well, and also you want to do this like for the rest of 2 or 3 years. I mean, you may get promotions and you can get an internal increase of your salary. That means, oh, the company thinks you are a good fit for their role. But at the beginning, they don't give you enough they don't give you a great salary for this. And also, speaking of this, I mean, if we travel to some high-risk cities, we need to, if we come back, we need to self-quarantine for like 15 days. But in China, for some companies, they don't even pay the salary for this 15 days. If you go to high-risk cities and you come back, and that means you don't get any pay, and you may get fired because of this. So that is the current situation of China, because most of the industries are trying to, to push themselves to make a change, to gather more profits, and even to attract more valuable talents to stay with them. And also for most of the Chinese candidates, I mean, my talk with them, they are trying to, they know they are good at problem solving, but lack of communication and the leadership capabilities. But compared with a foreign student, I mean, for a foreign student, they are good at communication and the presentation. That's your advantage. I mean, you can stand out when you're doing an interview or a phone screen, like anything, because compared with them, you have more experience and you got more opportunities with your previous studies. And for most of the Chinese students, most of them are pretty shy. They are scared to talk in the public, and they don't have actually, I think they don't have a lot of chance to do a presentation. That's the thing they want to change. But for foreign people, I mean, you can do more about this, and also you may get familiar with some second language or third language. Yeah, that's your advantage compared with the Chinese student. Most Chinese students, they cannot speak English very well. That's the truth. I mean, yeah, that's also what they are looking for to change. So this is a general update about what China's talent really want. That includes both Chinese talent and foreign talent. I mean, it's a tough situation right now. So you better figure out what you are really looking for and what you are really want. Yeah. So for the employee side, this slide showed what they are looking for from their side. And I mean, not just because of the coronavirus. I mean, from last year, most of my clients, they think, oh, we cannot get enough of talent, and because they are shortage of some skills or some language or some specific industry skill experience. Yeah, that is what they are really looking for. I mean, if you are applying a specific role, like a full-time role, for a company, they need to support your visa. It will cost them a lot of money too. So they need to know whether there's cost are worse. So that's the thing you need to do. You need to let yourself be stand out. And like, if you have a second language or third language, you can show it in your resumes. And also if you apply for marketing roles, and this company is doing like some international business, like they are doing business with France, and now actually you have some resources with France. I mean, that is a good point. You can show them. You better to let them know what you can do, because this is a little bit different in China's market, not like in other countries. I mean, in other countries, you may not need to express this a lot, but in China, most of the interviewers, they don't have a lot of time for you to, to express yourself. They just want to hear the most important part of you, because we have a lot of resumes for a single role, maybe 100 resumes for a single one, and we just want one hire. So that is pretty challenge for you. And also for the technical skills and also industry knowledge, I mean, you better figure out what you are really looking for when you apply a role. If you are doing like electronicals, but you want to do the marketing roles, I mean, is gonna cost you a lot of effort, because you need to attend like a lot of events, and also about something like online or offline, and also you need to show like what you have achieved in your previous experience, and also to let the interviewers know at the first sight. And from my view, I mean, once you apply the role, I mean, I can screen your resume, and also you better use English and Chinese version in one file, because for most of the employees, they are not good like in speaking English and also reading it. So it's better for you to illustrate them, to show them like what you can do. And also for the interview, for the first phone call, I mean, it is the most important thing, because that's the first time you have a connection with the employer. And I mean, at the first phone call, you need to think what is the role's main duty. I mean, you got to figure it out why you apply this role and why you think this role is really important for you and just for you. I mean, what you can bring to this role. Like if you can have a, like you can see, oh, for a marketing role, I can help you to, set up some event, or, I can find some connections, and also